everyone and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're talking about the land down under. Yes, we are talking about Australia. In today's video, we're going to cover the student visa available to study in Australia. So if you're planning to study in Australia or you have already gotten an offer letter from a university in Australia and you want to know the student visas, this video is just for you, so keep on watching.
Hit the notification bell to never miss a video from Foreign Admits.
Before we begin with the visa information, if you haven't heard of Australia being a super popular study destination and want to explore the reasons behind this shift, you can check out this video right here. Now let's dive straight into the visa information. There are two main types of visas available to study in Australia: the training visa or the Subclass 407 visa and the student visa or the Subclass 500 visa. We'll talk about this visa in detail in this video. Now, both of these visas are temporary and allow the visa holder to stay in Australia for a limited amount of time. Talking about the Subclass 500 visa, this visa is required by students who want to pursue the higher education in Australia. It is valid for the duration of your study program and allows you to stay in Australia for up to 5 years from the date of registration. The base fee for the Australian Subclass 500 visa is 630 Australian dollars or approximately 34,000 Indian national rupees. After filling in the application and submitting all the necessary documents, you should get a response within 4 to 6 weeks. For an Australian student visa application, you must submit the following documents: a valid passport. You may also be required to submit a copy of your national ID and driver's license, recent photographs and biometrics. The immigration office will let you know if they need your fingerprints as well. Student visa application. The form for the student visa has to be filled in, signed and submitted with the rest of the required documents. Offer letter. You will need to submit the letter of offer from the university you have applied to and accepted the offer of. Confirmation of enrollment. A confirmation of enrollment or COE is a document that is issued by your education provider that verifies your enrollment in a specific course. The COE will be sent to you after you have accepted the offer and paid your deposit. Proof of English proficiency. If you're not a native English speaker, you'll need to submit an English language test result report. Here are the tests accepted by the Australian government along with the scores required. Genuine temporary entrant. The students must provide a written statement stating their intention to study temporarily in Australia. The genuine temporary entrant requirement is important as it shows the immigration office that you don't intend to overstay in Australia after your visa expires. Proof of sufficient funds. To receive an Australian student visa, you need to prove that you have enough money to support yourself throughout your stay. There are two methods to meet this requirement. Provide bank statements or evidence of grants or scholarships. This will prove that you have enough money to cover your costs and expenses throughout your course, like your travel, course fees and rent. Or supply proof of your parents' or partner's annual income, which must be at least 62,222 Australian dollars immediately in the year before you apply. And if you're bringing a family member with you, the annual income must be at least 72,592 Australian dollars. Health insurance. Student applicants and their family members must be covered by the Overseas Student Health Cover or the OSHC. The insurance must be valid from the date the student arrives in Australia and not from the date the course begins. Students must get an OSHC from an approved provider and pay the insurance policy. If applicants do not have health insurance, they may not be allowed to enter Australia. Health requirement. The Australian government requires all international students to be in good health before entering the country. As a result, you may need to undergo a health examination and provide test results confirming that you meet these requirements. Character requirements. You will need to meet the requirements for a good character laid out by the Australian authorities. In some cases, you may also have to go through a police background check. Parental consent. If you are bringing a child under 18 years of age with you and one of the parents is not accompanying the child to Australia, then there will be a parental consent form attached to the visa application. Civil documents. You'll need to submit documents such as your birth certificate, national ID number, marriage certificate, divorce papers, adoption papers, and the proof of your relationship with a partner. Open an IMI account. An online visa application form must be completed through an IMI account. If you don't have an IMI account, you need to create an account and then start your application process. After you have created the account, fill in the application form for your student visa. Assemble the required documents. Start assembling the documents required for the application. And remember that all records have to be in English or have to be translated into English. Pay the visa fee for Subclass 500. The Australian authorities won't take your application into account if you have not completed your process by paying the visa application fee. For online applicants, the fee must be submitted through the IMI account. And lastly, apply for the Subclass 500 visa. If you've completed all your documents and paid the visa fee, then you can go ahead and submit your student visa application. With a Subclass 500 visa, you can work for up to 40 hours every 2 weeks. You can start your work when your course begins and not when the visa is issued. As long as you have the Subclass 500 visa, you cannot change your study program, thesis or research topic without the permission of a minister. If you want to change your study course, you will need to fill in the form 1221 and email it to the competent person in charge. Yes, international students with a visa 500 can travel freely as long as their visa is valid. Family members of international students can accompany them if they are a spouse or a partner and a dependent child under 18, including a partner's child. If your child has turned 18, they must apply for their own visa. Moreover, your family members must meet the health and character requirements. The only exception to this would be an adult child that is either financially or socially dependent on you, in which case you will need to provide evidence for their dependency. And that is it for the Australian student visa. I hope this information was helpful to you and that you enjoyed watching it. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who want to study in Australia. Comment down below what other videos would you like to see from us. And make sure to subscribe to Foreign Admits and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any such future videos. And I will see you guys in the next video.